type shit. How you do that there? Nigga, how you do that there? This gon' make him choose. Finna get your bitch up in the mood. Bunch of gold packs stuffed up in the trues. Bout to beat up on the cooch. Feeling on them titties, got her wet now. Drop a cannonball up in the pool. So lay back, relax. Cause baby, I'ma take it to the max. Fuck you right, and later on we hit the pack. Kill the cat from behind or watch the pussy throw it back. Just remember to never get too attached, man, cause I'm a side nigga. Got the pussy poppin' on your bitch. I'm a side nigga, I ain't never had a trick. Only hard dick for a bitch. Make a main nigga sick. Make a main hoe wish that she had a side nigga. Oh, how you do that there? Nigga, how you do that there? How you do that there? Nigga, how you do that there? Only after hours when I pull up. She asking for the weed, I make her put up. Couple minutes of conversation and we cut up. I put the pleasing on the pussy.
What's going on, everybody? This is KD. Welcome to the High Codes episode, solo number 2, Road to 200. I'm here to interview my brother Mook. I love this man, dear to my heart. We're getting into some deep stuff today. I can't wait for y'all to see it. It's going to be real special. Let's jump straight into it.
So, here we are. Second installment of High Codes, the podcast solo episodes. My name is KD once again, and I'm here with my man Mook. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well, brother. How are you?
I'm good, man.
I appreciate you for being here, man.
Man, it's good to be here, brother. It's very
You're
good to be
interviewing
here.
me.
I know. It's strange in a way.
How?
Because I've never interviewed anybody, but it's kind of
So?
it's a very good feeling that my first interview is my brother.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I know. Just
that's adorable.
you gotta soak that
I
in.
like it.
What y'all don't know is it took me a minute to start doing this show because I'm very excited about this.
So mad. I've been thinking about it for like 3 weeks.
It's been heavy on my mind as well. It's
Yeah.
been heavy on my mind as well, and I haven't really pinpointed like what we're gonna get into. It's just gonna be very, very flowy, if that makes sense.
What do you want to talk about, bro?
First, okay, so let's start it off with who is Mook?
Who is Mook or who is Christopher?
Who is Mook? We'll get to Christopher in a minute.
Oh, okay. Mook is a persona, I guess you could say. It's just like what he is now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a persona for real. It's just like the person I am on High Codes, the podcast. I don't know the perception of my moniker. I'm pretty sure I could come up with a few of them off the dome.
We got some ideas.
Yeah, for sure. We got it covered up. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know the real perception of my persona on the pod. But Mook off the pod, because it's like that's also been my nickname since forever. Another persona. You know what I'm saying? Like another, like, you know what I'm saying? Something totally different. Like, but something I realized recently is just like that's not necessarily like Mook isn't Christopher or Musa. You know what I'm saying? Like those are definitely different people, I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah.
So how would you say Mook was born, in a way?
Mook? Okay. Damn, that's a good question.
Because it all, you know what I'm saying, it started, you were Christopher for a long time. You was Chris for a good little minute. Mook was always like a family thing.
I was about to say, I've been Mookie forever.
Right. But as far as like Mook to the people,
Yeah.
how did that come about?
Marky P. He the first person that called me Mook. We met in 9th grade, second day in 9th grade. Shout out my brother Marky P. And he was just like, bro, I ain't calling you Mookie, bro. Like, he knew me as Chris first, and then, like, we got around Damo. You know Damo. And he called me Mookie, and then he was just like, bro, I'm not calling you that. Like, I'm going to call you Mook. And I was like, say less. Like, I ain't tripping. And then, like, that's where Mook came from. And then, like, you know, high school, where I was living, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, socially anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so... Yeah, that's where I guess that's where Mook came from. Honestly, I think just high school.
It low-key just took off as a thing because...
I never thought it would do that. Because it was like people honestly thought that was my name. Yeah, Cheney thought that was my name.
Like from birth.
Yeah.
There's
and I was
some,
like, nah.
there's some wild shit.
Yeah.
Nah, but I think I can speak for everybody when I say Mook has a special place in everybody's heart.
You think so?
I believe so. Whether it's out of like love or I don't want to say hate or some type of dislike.
Yeah.
Strong dislike maybe.
For sure.
I think you hold a very
It's valid strong dislike
absolutely,
though.
absolutely. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it 100. There's some stories. I don't know if we got time.
I ain't got shit to do. We got a bottle, some beds, some, you know what I'm saying, some water. We good,
we might get to it. We might get to it. So let's see. Can you tell people how we met?
For sure. All right.
This goes back a little bit.
It was, I want to say it was like October or November.
It was around fall.
Yeah.
It was definitely in the fall time.
It was in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
It was like our second week of basketball practice for Glenard.
Shout out Glenard Bulldogs.
Shout out Glenard Bulldogs. Shout out Glenard Rexon.
Absolutely.
And like this chubby brown skinned guy with cornrows pulls up. You know what I'm saying?
It was I.
At Kimmel Middle School, because that's what we was practicing at the time. And he sat.
Damn.
He didn't sit nowhere near any of us.
Yeah.
Like, cuz sat down at the other side.
Filling everything out.
And I'm just like, who is this chubby nigga? Like, he's at our practice. Like, he didn't practice with the squad before us. So, like, who is Cuz? So I'm at, everybody just like, who is that? So coach's son pulled up and he was just like, yeah, that's the new guy we got on our team. He came from
Fucking
Carrollton. And I'm just like, y'all know his name? Everybody was like, nah. And so like we getting ready, putting on like shoes, all that shit. So I just like dead ass. We was this close when I met the nigga, pulled up beside him. And I dropped my book bag off in front of me, like the bleachers in front of us. And then I sat down next to you and I was like, what's up, bro? My name Chris. And I'm just putting on my shoes. Then look at the nigga on there. I was like, what's up, bro? My name Chris. Put on my shoes. And KD just looking at me like, who is this weird ass light skinned nigga? And I'm just like, and I was just like, so what's good? And then he was just like, my name Kenny. And I was just like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? We dap up. And then I don't remember what happened after that. I remember we went straight to practice.
Yeah.
And then like we played the same position. So like we was just like grouped together and shit. And then after practice, we locked in. Mm-hmm. And then it's been just like history ever since then.
I mean, it's that part of our lives is such like a blur because so much shit happened around that time.
Yeah.
It's just like so many things happen. It's like I'd say so many things happened in our friendship.
Yeah. 20 years in.
Yeah.
This happened 20 years ago.
I'm 29 this year, so yeah.
That's 20.
Solid 20.
All right. So, yeah, we've known each other for 20 years this year.
Damn.
How does that make you feel, nigga?
It makes me feel good because you hear about a lot of people who talk about their friendships that have been long term and they are no longer a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when I hear shit like that, it saddens me because it's just like what happened?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What could come between that?
What happened that couldn't be fixed in a way?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or couldn't be reconciled over
A conversation
or just some type of, I don't know, like fellowship or coming together. You know what I'm saying? Like just, and I don't know, it puzzles me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it makes me also thankful in a way that I have, not only you, just everybody else that's in this room. You know what I'm saying? But while we on the topic, this is my oldest friend that I have. You know what I'm saying? And it makes me very happy. You know what I'm saying?
I have one more friend that's older than you that I still communicate with, but you're my oldest friend that I still be with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm fortunate in that and I'm blessed.
Alhamdulillah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Damn, you just took me back though.
Nigga, you asked me the question.
I know.
Like, what?
Jesus Christ. Oh, funny story, real quick.
That's
We was on
crazy.
basketball practice. This nigga got me smoking and shit.
Wow, so we're going there.
Nah, wait, I ain't mean to, but it popped in my
Come
head.
on, go ahead.
It
You
just
already
popped in my
there.
head.
Go ahead. Snitch. Definitely wearing a wire today.
Quite literally. Shout out Automatic. So no, it was this one time we got I forgot, was it RJ that we got weed from?
Yep.
Motherfucking RJ. Shout out to our brother-in-law RJ.
Yep. Shout out to Big Bro.
Actually, who's been on the pod a couple times.
Yeah.
So I forgot, y'all remember the name of the episode that he was on?
He's been on multiple, so
Look for RJ on the Jones. Very, very good gems.
low key, I think he was on the last audio jump before we started having was on camera. No funny shit.
Big bro.
Yeah.
Big bro. But nah, we caught from him knowing good and goddamn well we had to go to basketball practice the next day. I asked him to roll the J. This is the night before, right? So next day, wake up, we go to practice.
Wow,
The
I
J,
remember this.
Yeah, the J is stale as a motherfucker.
Yeah,
Like it's
stale as shit because he left it on the kitchen
it's so
counter.
crunchy as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But like, no, we have, and
He
this
took
is
us to practice that day too
yeah.
because we was practicing at Columbia Park over there in Kenneth.
Shout out to Columbia Park.
Yeah, shout out to Columbia Park.
Raising Kings.
Yeah.
So we hit the little playground.
Rest
This
in peace, Lynn
before
Bias.
facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
He been on the street.
One for Lynn. One for Lynn.
One for Lynn. I can fuck with that.
So we in the jump. We early as shit for practice. So we start sparking.
Good 30 minutes. 30
Solid.
to 45.
Solid. Mind you, this is my first time like smoking and doing like an activity. You know what I'm saying? So I did.
And
I thought
this was like, I used to smoke and go to school, so I
shit
was
was sweet
good.
for him.
Yeah, I was.
This motherfucker could do whatever.
I was
this nigga
ready to
was
go.
fucking Superman. This nigga could be fucking Batman if he wanted to. High as shit. We had basketball practice. Motherfuckers got.
Yeah, I gotta shake your head. That's a high honor. Cause
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be lunching over the gas sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
But nah.
That was a burnt experience.
No, I'm telling you this, and this is an important practice that we are attending because like we got playoffs and shit coming up.
Yeah.
So shit was like very high.
Yeah.
The shit was tense.
Our
You know
coach
what
was
I'm saying?
also an ex-military, man.
Yeah. Nah, again, shout out OJ.
Yeah.
Solid dude, man. Solid dude. So I'm in the joint fried. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I know
Getting
I'm,
his ass chewed out, too.
I'm
We had a
playing like
scrimmage at the
shit.
end of practice. The shit was busy.
I'm playing like shit, like ass.
I'm
you know what I'm
balling.
saying? At this point, I was like, I'm starting to get good and shit. You know what I'm saying? My body developing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, I started scoring and shit. Like, this is the year I started scoring and breaking out and doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Katie was like,
I'm one of the, I was alright. You know what I'm saying? But high as shit, fucking with this nigga, I'm playing like fucking.
fucking with me that
Kwame
for the
Brown.
weed that he asked for. I just put up.
I didn't know what I was getting into. Motherfucking, we take a 5-minute break. Motherfucking coach pulled me to the side. Hey, Big Kenny, I need you to focus. I don't know what's going on with you. I see you and Chris coming in. Y'all early. I appreciate that, but something off with you today, man.
Shit was
And I
crazy.
don't like it. I don't like what I see in you.
Shit was wild.
Nigga, I put my head down. I walked straight to the
Bathroom,
bathroom.
wash his face off.
Nigga, that shit did not work. Fucking
That shit was hilarious.
playing like ass
Nigga
all
came
practice.
back head wet. I'm like, you good, bro? And I was like, you weren't this sweaty when you was gone. He was like, I had to wash my face off, bro. I was like, yeah, that shit does not work. Like, this is not a movie.
Nigga, I'm like, I say all that to say, I appreciate that memory, but I did not smoke before any activity. That's the reason why I don't get high before I work out, go to the gym. But I appreciate that. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
But that's just a funny ass. I know that took a long time, but that is a
Yeah.
funny ass memory to me, and that's something I'll just never forget. And that's something that I had to share with this nigga.
I appreciate that.
Nah, man. But,
Yeah.
oh my God. So you know, with that part of your life is something that I kind of want to get into because this is around the time where niggas was like, we was growing up a little bit. We were approaching those like teenage years.
Mm-hmm.
So motherfuckers was like, we was out like going out a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like we was starting to. I remember. Oh my God. No, that's a story. I'm gonna pocket that one.
All right.
I'll tell you after. But what is this is a question I actually wanted to ask you. What is something that if you could sit down with yourself, like how we're sitting down today, if you could sit down with yourself at that age, what do you think he would tell you? Like what, not tell you, but what do you think he would think of you if he met you today?
Younger than me? Honestly, like, all right, because the question fucked me up because
Just like kind of tap into that mindset of where you
no,
was back
I'm
then,
already
like,
shocked. Like that's what I'm saying. Like he'll probably be like, "How the fuck did you get here? Like, what happened?"
Let's unpack that a little bit. Where do you think he would go? Like,
All right, what fucked me up is because I thought you were going to say like, "What's your most memorable memory from back then?"
we was gonna get to that too.
Yeah. So like, that's like the first time my father like got the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it's just like, oh yeah, like I remember a lot of that shit, but like that's the main thing I remember. So it's just like, that's why I said like, oh, how'd you get here? Like I'm talking to you, like I'm looking at you, like, oh, kill, bro, like you a Muslim now, like you seem like good, you together, like you don't look smoked out, like you look alright, champ, like you a little skinny, you know what I'm saying? No way, no, you a little light in the ass.
They feeding you in the future?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but other than that, it's just like, because I was fat back then too, so it was just like, I also ain't had no growth spurt or nothing like that. So it was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's why I really be like, I'm like, damn, bro, how you did? Like, what's going on? Oh, we get tall? You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like, nothing too deep though. Like, cause, like, that's the first time we got the fuck. So it's just like, well, why? Like, I had just. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I thought that we was about to go, like, cause it's just like, oh, why? Like, but that's the only thing that come to mind, cause like, I think about that shit all the time. Cause it's like,
Can you take us back to like that first, like your first recollection of what the situation was, or if you comfortable with going into the situation, or at least how it affected you after it happened?
I was confused. I'm like, I ain't know what the fuck was going on between you and my mother. I'm a child. You know what I'm saying? I just know I came home from basketball practice one day, and cause I was gone. Like he dropped me off, and then he came in the house. I went to go get in the shower, got out of the shower, Youngin was gone, and I was just like, how we get here? And my birthday is the next week. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, well, all right. Seen him on my birthday, and we had a slight conversation, and I remember that. And then we was talking. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I remember from that is like no accountability, and I was like taking on his behalf. It was just like, oh yeah, and I'm just like, there's a reason Shorty was like, you gotta go, champ. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I know you don't want to explain that to me, but if I'm asking the question, like you can at least give me like a slight answer. Like I'm not like if you gonna force me to grow up, be real with me. Type shit, like you know what I'm saying? Cause you stepping off, and I'm going through a certain age, so it's just like, if you gonna step off, then like be 100, like keep it a buck with me. And he didn't do that, so I was just like, I'm chalking this, and so I didn't really care no more. And I think I read something like I read last year actually. Right before one of the podcasts, me and Chuck did, we was talking about like mental health, and like I was talking about therapy on that joint and all that shit, like me seeking therapy, like looking for. And during the process and shit, like I found out like some people when they go through traumatic events, their emotional maturity stops at the age when they go through like the most traumatic event. And I thought about that, I was like, damn, bro, like. So like certain ages, I might be like my emotional maturity like started. And I was just like, cause I went through endless dumbass traumatic shit that I never really registered until last year for real. So yeah, like that's it though. Like I was just confused when that nigga left, bro. Like I was just like, what the fuck? Where you go? And then he came the next week, and we talked, and I was just like, you ain't answer none of my questions, bro. Like, you ain't give me no closure with this. Like, if you about to be gone or none of that, like, you gonna told me a bunch of bullshit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't see youngin' for probably like 6 months after he stepped that time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, whatever. And then me and Mom, then we moved. Mom let him back in with us and shit.
What was that shift like? Like him coming back into the picture, like not just with you, but the whole household, because you had Tamika in the house.
Yeah, she was older.
You know what I mean?
I don't know, bro. Like, I was playing 2 sports. I was barely home. Mm. I went to school, football practice, school, basketball practice, school, AAU. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went home, so I didn't know what the fuck, like, the shit with my sister. Like, I was with Mom. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Then Tamika, she was doing the shit. She was doing, like, she danced, she sang in the choirs and shit, all that. So it was just like, niggas weren't really home, and Cusso wasn't home. Like, he lived with us and shit, but, like, he was working. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I saw him when I saw him, like, if I got in trouble in school or something, some bullshit, like, he made his presence felt, type shit. And I was just like, but when he came back, like, me personally, I just looked at him like it was a different scope. Like, I'm just like, oh yeah, like, I'm going off your energy, champ. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I always did that with my father, because it's just like, I've had experiences with my father from since I was in the 1st grade. Like, the reason I had the reason I disliked my father the way I did is because of the day before field day in 1st grade. The shit that I saw, I actually witnessed from him. Like, I don't dislike him because of some shit my mother told me, and like no watered down shit like they be saying like on Twitter and all that. And like, nah, champ, like I witnessed you be an asshole. Like, I witnessed you be a whole ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw what you did myself. Like, I witnessed it. So it's just like, when it comes to that, it's just like, no, I'm good off you, champ. And then like, that's why when he got mad, like, me and him, the whole conversation, I told you that we was coming back from Ocean City. Like, you told me, like, I don't think you could kill your father. Like, we had a whole conversation. We was listening to Bone Thugs Crossroads on the jump on the way home. And I was just like, nah, Slim, I told my father myself, like, I'd kill you, Slim. And if I turn 21 and you still out here bamming out the way you bamming out, I will kill you. Straight up.
Now, with that being said, for those who don't know, your father passed some time ago.
When I was 19, 18, one of them, 18, 19, some shit like that.
When he passed, with all the emotions that you felt, did you ever get that closure? Did you ever have that conversation?
What conversation?
Just like plainly how he acted, how he made you feel, the effect that it had on the home life. Did you ever get a moment to tell him how you felt about anything that bothered you about him?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's what blew me about him down. Because we were emailing for like a whole week, back and forth. Because I ain't have his phone number. I'd be damned if he had mine because of our last phone conversation that we had. But we was emailing and shit, going back and forth. And the night he emailed me back, he told me he was in Maryland. And I was like, where the fuck you live at? Like, but I knew he wasn't giving up that information because he knew I was going to tell my mother. And he was going to run for child support, a whole bunch of shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Funny story. When I got detained by the police and they pulled my name up, they was like, you have back child support. I was like, I'm 16 years old, you can watch it. But fuck. But nah, what'd you say? Where was I at?
The question was like, did you ever get that moment, that conversation?
Okay, bam.
Yeah.
So the night before, we went out. The night before, like, he emailed me. I got the email on my phone. Like, I was about to email him back, but I was drunk, had shit. We was out partying. And then it was me, Chuck P, and I want to say it was Lloyd or somebody like that. Like, I forgot where the fuck we was at.
Right,
yeah, it sound right, but I don't know where we was at. So I know the next morning, niggas went to go hoop. He came to get me. I emailed my father when I woke up, emailed him back, ready to jump. And then I got the news that day when we got done hooping that like cuz died or whatever. But we was on the we was trying. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I tell you all the time, like my mind, if it was alive today, that'd be my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'd be good. Like, I would have been able to squash that shit. Like, just stay away from my mother, my sister, and my niece and nephew, and we good. Like, well, your relationship with my sister, niece, and nephew was up to them, but if it was up to me, then nah, you can't talk to them type shit. But, you know what I'm saying? They would like to know their grandfather, so, like, limited capacity.
Okay.
But, if it was up to me, we'd be good, though, like, today. Like, I'd be able to hit his phone type shit. Talk. What we doing is what he wanted to do. He wanted to be an entrepreneur, all that shit. Like, I get all that shit from him, type shit. So,
Thank you.
you're welcome. I get all that from him because like he always talked about owning shit, doing it with your folks, all that type of stuff. So it's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. So yeah, bro, like, no, I ain't get that closure, but I'm good though. Like, I don't bash him, I don't talk ill of him, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have no ill feelings towards him, you know what I'm saying? May Allah grant him any level of Jannah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I'm good with that, like, I'm content.
So, and this is just a question I've low-key always wanted to ask you, but I didn't know how to...
I know how to put this hoodie on. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Because this is brisk. Yeah.
Ask your question, brother.
But no, because with all that being said, I'm curious, and I've always wanted to ask you this. If you had a moment with him, what do you think you would say to him? Like, what do you think you'd say that you never got a chance to? Like, you can always talk to him on the plane that he's in, the plane that you're in now, but if he was flesh and blood right now, still here with us, what's something that you would want to say, get off your chest?
Intriguing. Something I would want to get off my chest. Something I would say to him if he was here. You a bitch for that day after field day, the day before field day. Whole bitch. I forgive him for everything. I apologize for blaming all the shit that went wrong after he left on him. Even though it had some direct effect, but at the same time, it's just like, I made a lot of them decisions on my own. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's about it, and I pray for him. Not too much, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really got no time for no grudges. I ain't got time for all that extra shit, champ. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not helping me out. It didn't work, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't work. So, like, being mad at a dead man for no reason is ridiculous. And then as a Muslim now, you know what I'm saying? Like, may Allah accept some of my good deeds for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really pray that he makes it to Jannah. I pray that I make it to Jannah so like we can meet up again, inshallah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we can reunite there. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was going through shit. Yeah, demons. You know what I'm saying? Like real demons. And I don't know nothing about them demons. And I ain't know them well enough to really understand them. Cause I was a child. So I ain't about to sit here and judge that man. I got my feelings for like shit that I seen him do and how he acted and things like that, but you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, he got answer for that. And Allah vicious. You know what I'm saying? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala he's vicious. So, you know what I'm saying, on the day of judgment, you know what I'm saying? May he meet the most merciful God. For sure.
Okay. I appreciate that because that's something that I never really had the heart to really talk to you about. Because because with me still having my dad, it's like, you know, I just don't know where I get off trying to pull that out of you. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But I do want to take this time to just say rest in peace, Big Chris.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But like, you my brother though, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Like, when my father died, your father came. Like, he took time off of work. He showed up in his Metro uniform, and he didn't leave until he was able to speak to me, my mother, and my sister, which I take. Like, bro, that means so much to me, bro.
To give context, my father does not do funerals.
He doesn't.
He does not show up to funerals.
He does not go to funerals. Hates them.
What year was that?
Don't give me the line.
You was 19. How old was we? 19 years old.
That was 10 years ago.
I'm terrible.
2012.
2012. My father, between then, my father hadn't been to another funeral until his mother passed. And that was 2019.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there.
Putting it in context.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that meant way more to me than, like, anything. I feel like my father's side of the family still beefing with me because I ain't riding a family limo after the funeral. There was no urgency to get back to the repast. Went to Charles's house, smoked weed with him, and then went to the repast. Went to my grandmother's house, left my grandmother's house, went to Charles's house. Like, I brought a change of clothes with me. So, cause like niggas went out afterwards the night of, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it is what it is. Like, cause like, if that's the case, like, if they feel that way, then we can talk about some other shit that I was going through in my life where they didn't assist. So, but we're not gonna do that. I'm not getting into that.
Okay. I was about to say we can unpack it. We here.
No, I'm not getting into that.
But I did want to segue into a bit of a lighter note. I want to talk about Tish. I want to talk about your mama.
You trying to make a nigga
mama.
cry?
Yeah, man. I feel like it's only right. That's just yeah. You see the teeth?
I'm tearing up, champ. Real life, real fun.
Yeah. When I say somebody who has been a rock, a pillar of strength, you know what I'm saying?
Man, chill out.
Yeah, no. A foundation of what a good woman is, ride or die type shit. It is his mother. It is Tish. And to know Tish is to love Tish. And if you haven't met Tish, I urge you to tap in, at least as best you can.
You're blown, man.
Cause no, like aside from my mother, I've never seen anybody as another woman as a mother figure. Like if I was to lose my mother around the time that he lost his father, I wouldn't look to no other woman except her.
I ain't looked to no other man except your father, so it was vice versa.
You know what I mean? I got aunts, I got, ooh. Cause I'm about to start up. God damn it, man.
Chill out, bro. You were saying, Tish.
Yeah. But no, that's the I love that woman, man. But talk a little bit about mom and what she means to you, and
That's not a little bit.
as best you can. It doesn't have to be a little bit, but
You can't.
in your words, like just
Nah, dead ass. I really can't, bro. Like, I was thinking about it today. Like, alhamdulillah, like, Allah really blessed me with a great mom. Like, it's really weird. When you think about it.
great balance of a woman.
Right? But, she just let me be me. And that's one thing I really appreciate about Shorty.
Absolutely.
She just let me be me, through me bumping my head, falling, fucking up.
cussing and shit.
Yeah, doing a bunch of dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying?
That shit blew me away when I started hearing this nigga cuss in front of his mother.
Yeah.
Like a fucking sailor.
Yeah, it's a little
my God. And she just be the giggling.
And I don't do that no more.
that shit used to
I don't
trip
do that
me
no
out.
more.
Bro. Oh man, that shit used to trip me out.
Bro, like, people credit me for being resilient, strong, and all that other shit, bro. But if it wasn't for her, the lady tatted on my chest, all that extra shit, bro, like, nah, like, that's strength. Like, real live, like.
Absolutely.
That's strength.
Absolutely.
Like, she's strength. Battling breast cancer, doing treatment, still going to work, you know what I'm saying? Both jobs, 2 jobs, champ, you know what I'm saying? Like, 2 kids, no job, still getting Christmases, getting evicted, still making sure niggas was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, alhamdulillah, bro. Like, real life, Slim. Like, they say Jenna is at the feet of your mother, and not real life CY. You know what I'm saying? Like, paradise, heaven, her, whatever you want to call it, Slim, is at the feet of your mother, and not CY, Slim. Because she's vicious. Like, she's really vicious. And it didn't really take me until, like, all right, a lot of shit didn't come into presence with me until last year. But, like, it didn't hit me. I was like, wow. So I'm like, she's wicked. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how the fuck she did it. It's amazing. I don't know how she doing it now. Real life. Shorty just turned 60. Alhamdulillah. Like, real life. Then, like, just turned 60. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? 4 years in remission. Like,
yeah, nah.
She's wicked, bro. Like, I don't know, like, real life, son. I was thinking about earlier today, real life, like, because we was talking before she, like, last night when she came home. Woke up, she already gone to work, and I'm just like, the fuck? Then she gotta go to her real job tomorrow. I'm just like, shorty got no days off. And, like, that's wicked. Like, that's where I get my drive from, like, real life. Like, a lot of people don't know what I be doing, like, when I'm by myself and all this extra shit, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? But, like, no, like, when I get, like, my actual drive, like, my passion and all that shit, that comes from her, bro. Like, I don't want her working in another 4 years.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like, dead ass. Like, she should be able to deserve the fruits of my labor. Like, I want her to know that she raised somebody that can provide for her and whoever else he may have in his life. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's the type of shit I'm on. And it's like, it's totally different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really have real inspiration now from my mother. Like,
What's your strongest memory of your mother, you think?
Alright.
And it could be anything.
Strongest memory of my mother.
You 105 years old and on sitting on your porch talking to your great-great-grandkids and shit.
The strongest
And
memory of my
you telling
mama.
them the story of who your mama was. What's your strongest memory of your mama, you think?
Alright, so our house burned down in Oxon Hill. Random electrical fire because the house was old as shit. And shorty didn't cry. I was like, what the fuck? We don't got nothing. We had a PlayStation 2, my Glennon basketball jersey, some random loose shit. And that was it. And shorty was good. And I'm like, she didn't cry. I was like, okay. I gotta reassess some shit. Cause, like, we don't got nothing. Like, nothing, my nigga. And she like, all right, what we about to do? Like, on the phone, insurance companies and just all that list of shit that was in the house. Like, all right, like, remember what, let me get a piece of paper out your book bag, let me get a pencil, whatever, you know what I'm saying? writing shit down. You remember what you had? You remember what you had? All this. And I'm just like, what the fuck, Mom? How's she processing all this right now? Like, and I'm thinking about my PlayStation and a motherfucking basketball jersey because I got a game this weekend. I'm not thinking about nothing else. Like, I'm good, champ. Like, I ain't give a fuck about shit. Like, I'm a child. I'm naive. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but, like, nah, that was this, man. And then, like, I saw, like, she emoted later, like, and I was just like, how the fuck did she hold it together that long? Because I cried later that night, like, actually thinking about it. I'm like, damn, like, I can't go home for a little bit, like, but it was a little different, cuz, like, shorty vicious. Like, it's a lot of stories I could tell, but that one sticks out. Like, as soon as you ask that question, like, that jump popped in my mind. So, yeah, that's probably one. That's one of the thousands of stories I could probably tell that significant to show her significance to my life.
I love it. I love it. Shout out to Tish.
No, for sure. I got her tatted for a reason.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You want to show them, or is that not too much?
It's cold as shit in here. It's cold as a motherfucker.
Next question. What was your first love? Not who, but what? We'll get into who in a second. I do want to dive into that. Y'all chill out. Y'all should, come on, chill out.
These niggas are nasty.
Nasty workers. Nasty workers behind the camera. Nasty workers behind the camera.
What was my first love?
What was your first love?
I don't know. I can say sport. I can say women. I can say weed. I can say shoes. I can say beanies. I always love a good hat fold. You know what I'm saying? But it'd probably be between sports shoes and women. It's a 3.
Okay.
Nope. Watches, shoes, and women.
Watches, shoes, and women.
Yeah,
In
always
that-
like watches.
In that order?
No order. You ain't about to get me hemmed up.
I tried. All right.
Nope.
No, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Who was your first love?
Who is my first
Who
love?
was your first love? You can go back as far as you want to. Love is gonna be a topic we're gonna be on for a minute.
I know. You really want to dive into that one with me for some reason. Who is my first love? I ain't start loving these.
Okay. Okay.
That's why we bleeping out names.
Damn.
Yeah, because this Charles was almost fighting at a cookout at and yeah.
Wait, Omatic, can you do like black boxes over people's mouths? Can you do it? Let me know that before I do what I'm about to do.
Just keep going.
Quick.
Why are we shouting people out?
I fuck.
You're just gonna continue to say the name. That's what I'm saying. Hey James, that's what I'm saying.
That's why I want to be.
James, like what the fuck?
I mean, hey, you know, it's a lot of, not a lot, but
Continue.
my bad.
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's why we bleeping names out.
From past KD to future Omatic and Mook, I'm sorry. Gotta do it, but that first love, man, because I remember that, and that's when, and we skipped a solid little chapters when you was at Trap Kid.
You skipped over a few chapters.
We skipped over a few chapters because it's like it's so much, bro.
This episode would be like 3 hours long if we honestly
Facts, like,
dissected
this would be
every
like-
stage of my life.
This is like a 4-part series for real. If we really had it our way.
No one needs that.
I mean, you never know. Open book type shit. I'll let them in.
They not paying for that. If somebody cut the check, I would gladly.
They paying tickets for the 200.
That's not the solo. I love the fact that y'all coming off of the High Codes 200 and Hazy Thoughts, you know what I'm saying? But that's me divulging my life, the way that would have to go. Nah, like you gotta pay me.
So we'll get into the Trap Kid days in a minute, because that's a whole thing that a lot of y'all probably don't even know about.
But continue
So
with what you were asking.
First love, because I feel like your first love
answered that.
is the most important love.
Yeah, we're not gonna say any more names.
Where do you think the first love set you off as far as like? Let me rephrase the question.
Thank you.
How you approach relationships or women in general now? Did it have anything to do with the first love?
None at all. And I'm not even lying to you. Shout out to her, but it has nothing to do with that. I fucked up so much after that, so it's just like, what? Stop it.
I feel you.
No, it has nothing to do with that. No.
Alright. We're gonna move on.
Nope, not at all.
High Codes, Hazy Thoughts.
Beautiful place, isn't it?
It is.
I love it,
man.
I love it here.
Talk about your experience in that, like your origin story when it comes to High Codes and Hazy Thoughts. Your perspective.
Two different things, first of all.
Absolutely.
When it comes to me. Charles was just in Temple doing stuff as a journalism major, you know what I'm saying? And HazyThoughts.com came about, and he was just like, hey, bro, we about to, what you think about hitting the ground running with this? I was like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Ill Roots was going big at the time. You had motherfucking,
Two Dope Boys?
there we go, Two Dope Boys, and then motherfucking, was it some Shore Drive, the good man out of Chicago? Fake Shore Drive, I think it is. I'm not sure. But I think that's it. All right, bet. Thank you, Charles, for the thumbs up. Them, you know what I'm saying? Like, it happened in the blogging era. And so it's just like, shit, why not, bro? Like, we could be talking about what's going on in the city. Like, the Go-Go's are still doing a thing. Like, Wale was popping, Fat Trell was popping, Shaq Lizzy just became a thing. We had Light Show. We had, rest in peace, Swipey. Like, he was out, you know what I'm saying? Like, Swipe, hey, you know what I'm saying? He was out. Like, there was a lot going on in the city, bro. So it was just like, and that's when, like, all the rapping, like, the go-go band niggas was leaving go-go bands to become rappers, like, to build actual music foundation, like Tabby Bonet, like, old head nigga in the city, put him in the pocket, you know? And, like, all of them, even Big G, bro. Like, he branching out, doing whatever he was doing. He was on the wire and all that, bro. Like, everybody was just doing stuff in the city, so it was just like...
Shout out to Big Brother Glover.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
And so it was just like, everybody was just doing stuff. So I was like, I saw the vision. So I was just like, all right, bet, we can definitely do something like that. So, yeah. And fast forward, like, we sold T-shirts and all that. And, like, we did a lot, bro. Like, the original, like, Hazy Thoughts jump. And then I kicked it to North Carolina with some life shit. And then was down there for like 4.5 years, some shit like that. Between 3.5, 4.5 years. And then came back. And right before I came back, Chuck was like, we gonna start a podcast. I was like, what the fuck a podcast is? He was just like we talked about it multiple times. Y'all know the story. And so, and then like 2 weeks before we actually started, niggas was just like, do we got mics? And we was just like, nah. I was like, I'm about to buy my mic then, you know what I'm saying? $20 joint off Amazon, nothing crazy. We bought Chuck Jones day of, you know what I'm saying? And we just was recording, and it went from there. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, we always knew what we could do, you know what I'm saying? That's why we say we're the greatest motherfucking podcast in the world, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's no fabrication, you bitch ass niggas. Like, it's a fact. Like, excuse me?
Facts. And can I just say, like, I really love and appreciate the growth that y'all have had, like, over the years. Like, no, when I say it takes a lot to continue something like a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, a podcast is work. A lot of people don't realize that. Like, it's not just about, you and your niggas get together. Oh, me and my bros got a podcast and shit like
just
that.
talking
you know
about a bunch
what I'm
of dumb
saying?
shit. Like,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Just talking about whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's actual, like, y'all got your episodes where niggas is fucking around and joking and shit like that.
But those are
there
planned out though.
But there's actual substance to your episodes. You know what I'm
but
saying?
like, even the Jones were like we just fucking around. Like those are planned out.
It always segues, but even when y'all are fucking around, it
I mean, like
always segues
schedulely
into,
planned
yeah.
out. Like, cause it's just like we might have a bunch of interviews and then automatically be like, bro, like we need like 1 or 2 more to fill out what we like our goal or whatever that we may have, and then we'll be like, all right, bet, and then we just do one. We fucking around, get drunk as shit, high as shit, and then you know what I'm saying. We plan that out though.
But I'm saying within the Jones that y'all are just fucking around, there's always some type of
Substance
gem
and message.
within the episode. Yes,
course.
Always,
Yeah.
and that's what I appreciate about High Codes. You know what I'm saying?
That's the goal, bro. Like our slogan is someone's gonna listen eventually.
Eventually, yes.
Yeah, and the type of conversations that Charles and I had before we even started this, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was always like us, it always started off a joke, but then it turned into like a real conversation. So, like, why wouldn't the podcast go the same way? You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna fuck around. Like, we had text messages, like, we fucking around or whatever, but it's just like, the real reason I brought this to your attention is because, like, I actually feel passionately about this, and, like, this is what my real issue with this is. And, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just like, that's just how it is. And like that's how it's been with me and Charles since like the day we met. So you know what I'm saying? So and the fact that we get to showcase this where everybody else is like beautiful to me. And the fact that he selected me to be a part of this is like awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a blessing. Like this is a great trio. Like it's real life like Magic, Kareem, and Dr. J low key. Like it's ridiculous.
Facts. What would you say is your personal goal for the brand?
What you mean?
What do you want? What do you want to come from all the hours that y'all put in, the
my
time that
personal
y'all
goal
spend?
and my goal for the brand are 2 different things.
What are
Because
they?
like it's hard for me to think of myself outside of the brand when I'm thinking of the brand.
But you are a part of the brand.
Yeah, but my personal goal for the brand is something for me, not the brand.
What is it?
What do I want for me?
Yeah.
I'm living it.
Explain what it is. They don't know what the fuck it is.
Okay. First off, you said you're proud of the growth. I would like to thank you and Shirley, for being our director and cameraman, because if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't have the growth that we have now.
Shirley got too many names. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah,
now.
for sure. Yeah, it's like 5.
Shirley
but,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't have cameras. Like, y'all came to us and was just like, hey, bro, like, me and Katie, like, Shirley was just like, bro, y'all need cameras. He about to get a camera. You got a camera randomly. And he was just like, bro, y'all need to get on camera. And, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to be on YouTube. Like, y'all need this growth. And bet. Like, we tried it with other people. Didn't work. You know what I'm saying? And then our 2 mans come along, and it's just like, it works. Like, it's automatic. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then my 2 good men are the 2 people that I talk to the most and I'm business partners with. Like, I'm good, champ. Like, that's my personal goal. Like, anything we get out of this is just like extra for me. Like, I'm good. Like, we gonna be all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna be good. Like, this shit is gonna blow. There's no if, it's when.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And
There we go, people.
you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, all right, bet. And if it's anything I learned about the last 2 years that we've been doing, is like, it's all growth. Whether it's numbers, whether it's us doing things visually, whether it's content, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's subject matter, whether it's the guests that we get on our shows, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're only going up, bro. Like, yeah, so it's just like, without you, Shirley, like, we wouldn't even have the growth that we got. And then it's just like my 2 business partners, they become like my best of friends. You know what I'm saying? Dead ass, we talk about anything, like Charles said it on our last episode in the hazy basement, like, niggas real life have had like interventions.
Yeah.
Like, in the basement,
I would
like,
love to talk about the intervention, but
outside,
I know this ain't the space
outside of the hazy basement, like in the cars, like it's just a lot, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's a healthy environment for black men.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. I don't say that jokingly, even though it probably came off jokingly.
No,
but
I'm
like it's a very healthy environment for black men, young black men, and you know, and but like my personal goal though, that's very religious. Like I just want to go to Hajj. I want to finish the Quran. Like I want to actually finish the Quran, what I'm doing now, and then I want to go back and actually just read it in straight Arabic when I know Arabic, and then I'm accomplished. And then read the hadiths and stuff like that. Just continue to study Arabic, and then I want to go on a mosque tour. Like I got a list of mosques in Africa that I want to go visit, and then a couple other jumps like Malaysia, Indonesia, Turkey. But yeah, that's it. Mostly Africa though, because Africa won't take up a lot of time. All the mosques that's in Africa. But yeah, that's it though. And inshallah, like I'm able to do that.
So with religion, right? Because that's also something that I wanted to tap into.
I'm sure.
You know what I mean? Without diving into too much of what some people may not need to know.
Okay. I don't know what that means. Just ask your question, bro.
How did you finding Allah come about?
All right.
You see what I mean?
Yeah. All right. 10th grade history is when I learned about Master Musa.
Okay.
And so I got in trouble in Mr. Word class. Shout out Mr. Word.
Big shout out to Mr. Word.
Yeah, got in trouble in his class. Had to stay out because I cussed somebody out in his class. And so I had to stay after and shit. And he wanted to talk to me because he felt as though I didn't know what the words that I was using and all this other shit. He thought it was dumb, but I'm like, bro, I'm in honest English. I'm just a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So we had a whole conversation, and then like that day, like we was talking about like Mansa Musa and all that, and then he actually got me hip to Mansa Musa, like who he was. And so I was like, oh, kill, that's all right. But he gave me the real story of Mansa Musa. Like a white man gave me the real story of Mansa Musa. Like the fact that he was on his pilgrimage to Mecca, you know what I'm saying? Like all of that. And then that's how he depreciated the value of gold. Like the fact that rock salt was way more valuable. And like a couple other things were more valuable than gold and silver at the time. Like when he was on his way doing his pilgrimage, you know what I'm saying? So like he gave me the real story, then that's one. And 2010, I met my ex. Like, I'm gonna say that. Like, I met my ex, and she's Muslim, and that's like another introduction to Islam. Cause like everything I knew about Muslims or Islam before that was like Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm X, and all that. Which like the NOI and FOI, they cool, but that's not Islam. And fast forward, you know what I'm saying? I meet my ex again. You know what I'm saying? We reunite, get together and shit. We together for 5 years. So like the fact that I'm in a loosely committed relationship with a Muslim woman. I'm gonna say that because I was cheating. Loosely committed relationship with her.
See, you say things that make me want to unpack.
We can get that after I answer your question.
Okay.
And then, and so like with that, like she told me a lot as well. Like, you know what I'm saying, learning about the prophets and all that. And then I learned that Musa is actually the name of a prophet, you know what I'm saying, peace be upon him, who is Moses. It's the English translation for it. So, and then last year, actually, while I'm listening to the Quran, reading the Quran, I got to the story of Moses.
Okay.
And this year, and then like getting ready for Ramadan this year, like I started listening, listening to lectures and stories about all the prophets in Islam, and like Musa's story is like ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I really feel like that there's a reason why that name, like I drew to that name. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a reason for it, but like I don't know it yet. But like yeah, but like my Muslim name, inshallah, would be Musa Muhammad Abdullah Richardson.
Sounds powerful.
Appreciate it. Abdullah and Muhammad were two names I were not given. Like they were given to me. I was not. I didn't. Muhammad by Fatty and Boa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
They gave me to Muhammad. Actually, when we was in Arizona for my birthday, they was like, "You look like a Muhammad. I think you should accept Muhammad as one of your names." I was like, "Kill."
That's all right.
And then Abdullah by Shorty's sister, my ex's sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was like Abdullah. Like she called me that from the minute she met me. And so I was just like, yeah. And so like Musa Muhammad Abdullah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Richardson.
I love it. I love it. I don't know if we got too much time to go into relationships.
There's a reason why I don't talk about them on the podcast. I'm not good at them. What the fuck am I going to talk about? Charles is a fiance, and then you got a nigga that's I guess you can say like publicly cheated in most of his relationships. So it's just like, people know that. So it's just like, why be a hypocrite on my own platform?
I feel it.
When I was already living a lie on the platform. Like there's a lie. I was listening back to some of the shit and I'm just like, bro, like I was living a lie. And low-key, I feel like that's why like we are better now, because I have no one to answer to. I'm not living a lie. Like I don't have to watch what I'm saying. Like none of that wild shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, all right, bet. Like when we was talking, like I was watching an episode not too long. Like I watched a bunch of our episodes just going back. I always watch game tape. Like I look at this shit like playing sports. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watch y'all podcast too, champ. So go ahead and slip up if you want to. But yeah. So like watching back, and I was like, damn. Like I was watching the joint we was talking about, like what the rare episode we did talk about relationship, and I was talking about cheating and like all that shit, and I was like, damn, bro, like I was very comfortable there. Like I was loose. Like I was being myself. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, kill. Like that's probably why our content and shit like that is way better now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Alhamdulillah. Like I needed my last breakup in order for me to get where I'm at now, religiously, like as a man, all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
Shout out to her for breaking up with me.
Understood. And I won't, I feel like that's a boundary that I don't want to cross too much. I know I was
not on
wild.
camera.
I know I was wild. I was big wild.
Not on camera. Yeah, you lost a lot of privileges saying all them names.
Yeah.
You lost the privilege. I was like, yeah, Chan, I thought I was going wild out. No, Sersky.
That was one name. He said all them names. I said one name.
But you said it multiple times. That's a lot of names.
Hey.
That's a name, bro.
It was one person.
That's a name, though.
One person.
Like if we inshallah, he actually edits this jump, and none of them actually get out. Like,
pass KD to future Mook and Omatic.
Edit that, like, please, bro. Like, cause we do not need that name to get out.
Hey, from me to y'all, do somebody a favor.
Okay, but true love, my ex though.
All right.
First love, her. True love, ex. At least right now, because I ain't lived past this name.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't love it, you know what I'm saying? Type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Can't speak for the future. But like, yeah.
Okay.
So I found God with her, so.
Yeah, no, that's a beautiful thing that I do actually really appreciate. There's a lot of things I appreciate about y'all relationship, but that is one that really takes the cake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm really happy that she helped you down that road. You know what I'm saying? Because down that road, I feel like you found.
That's what I was missing.
You found yourself. You found peace. You know what I'm saying? You found
contentment. I wouldn't say peace. I found contentment.
Okay.
With Islam, it's peaceful at times, but I haven't found like peace yet.
Okay.
But I have been able to be content though.
I feel like you found your, I don't know if it's a stretch by saying this, but definitely you found your direction, if that's okay to say. You know what I mean? Because for a minute, you know what I'm saying, as your brother, you seemed a bit lost.
I was.
Absolutely.
I was misguided.
And you know what I'm saying? Because I got another question that I wanna ask in reverse, but I do hope that we can get a part 2 of this. Possibly a
Ask
part
your
3.
question. Just go ahead. Until the camera gives out again, we're gonna talk.
No, because it's things that need to be fitted in before
Okay.
before this camera goes out.
Go ahead, talk.
So, okay. So, again, hopefully for the part 2, yes, we can dive into that a little bit more. What I wanted to go into next was I wanted to reverse a question that I asked you before. I asked you that younger self, if you sat down with him, what would he ask of you, or what would he think of you, right? If you sat down with your younger self at that time, you know what I'm saying? Not specifically around the time where, you know what I'm saying, the things about your dad and all that. We don't have to go into that context, but that age, if you were speaking to yourself at that age,
Which age, my nigga?
at that mindset, how old were you when you were going through the stuff with your father?
That's
First
what I'm
time before he
saying.
left.
Huh?
Before he left. First time.
I was young. I was like 8, 9.
7. Okay. 8, 9.
No, I was like 11, 10. First time he left, I was
Okay.
like 11, 10.
If you were talking to your 12-year-old self, at you were 12, what would you speak over him now? Not saying like what would you change, or you wouldn't try to sway him away from anything.
That's not the one I would talk to.
Who would you talk to?
The 10th grade, man.
10th grade. Okay.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, 14, 15 years.
14, 15.
Yeah, I'll talk to that nigga.
What would you say to your 14 transitioning into 15-year-old self?
Don't do
That's it?
it. Literally.
Don't do it.
Every initial thought that you have, do not do it.
That's wild. That's wild. Can you provide some context to the people who didn't know you when you were 14, 15?
I let my emotions drive me for a long time because I wasn't able to express myself. Because I didn't necessarily know who to talk to about what I was going through.
Okay.
And the fact that I'm able to communicate that now is astonishing to me, nigga. Like, I'm listening to what I just said back, and I'm just like, damn, this nigga vicious. Dead ass. I'm like, nigga, who is you? Like, who are you, bro? Like, dead ass. Like, alhamdulillah, bro. Like, the way I like the fact I'm able to communicate that is vicious. Like, thinking back, but like, nah, for real. But, yeah, that's what I would say. Don't do it, bro. Like, nah, like, it's not worth it. Like, could you, like, what?
Are you
Going into 9th grade, I had a 3.87 GPA going into 9th grade, and I maintained it up until the second quarter of 9th grade, and then I was just like, oh yeah, like this life shit way too vicious for me to honestly be thinking about school. I'm catching 2 buses to get to school. Like, I'm coming home, like, not knowing if I'm actually gonna have a home. Type shit is just like, bro, like, I could have just got lost in work, but I didn't. Like, I was just like, nah, fuck this. Like, I'm gonna get lost on my way home from school. My mother not gonna get home till like 9, 10 o'clock. Like, there's no rush for me to get home. Like, I'm catching the train and the bus. Like, I can tell her anything. Dead ass.
No, these are facts, people.
Like, there's no bullshit. Like, I can tell her anything.
Yeah.
I didn't always do that. Like, I most times I went straight home. I'm not gonna hold you. But
It
sometimes
was a capability that you
like I didn't have to do that. Like,
Absolutely.
and the fact that I could have not done that. It was just like, oh yeah, bro. Like, sometimes I just ride the train because like I just wanted to clear my head. Like, I didn't want to go home yet. Because I wasn't, what was I going home to?
I feel that.
And shout out to Frank and Mimi Lynch.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Frank and Mimi
Wow.
Lynch. A lot of people don't know, like, some of the niggas in our class know, like, I live with Frank and shit. But it's just like, that's because me and my mother was going through shit.
Absolutely.
And like, they welcomed me into their home, bro. Like, that man sacrificed something and allowed me to be a part of his family. And Mimi brought me in as if I was her own. Like, her whole own. And I will forever be indebted to them 2 people. Even Big Man. Like, I appreciate the shit out Big Man too.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Even Bianca, you know what I'm saying? Hannibal, Brittany, Saturday, you know what I'm saying? Royal, all them, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cricket, you know what I'm saying? Jazz, you know what I'm saying? Like, all them, bro. Like, their whole family, fool. Like,
When I tell y'all that this is me personally, I had somewhat of a stable upbringing. Like my family been through some shit that is not full right now, but just speaking from that perspective, as a person who had most of that, I got a taste of what he's talking about from the family that he's speaking of, and just that fraction that I received, I felt like I was a part of a family I had almost known my entire life.
Sorry, because you was on the swim team with Frank.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and then they found out you was my man and shit, and then they brought you in, and it's just like, bro, like, and that's one thing, like, alhamdulillah, like, I've always been loved, like, by all y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? That's probably one reason I never crashed out. Being honest. Like, I always know, like, the thing about him, like, somebody love me. Whether it's Foley, nigga.
And man,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
really,
whether it's Charles or Matic, like, us walking up 450 when the golf died, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and Lee getting bagged up, and then he had the weed on him, but I say it's my weed, so I'm the one in cuffs type shit. So it's just like, dumb shit like that. Like, it's just like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, that's why I've never crashed, because it's just like, bro, I'm loved. Like, I got some shit to actually live for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though I wanted to crash the fuck out last year, but I didn't.
There we go. And I wish my parents would say, I don't like speaking for my parents, because I've heard how they speak of you, and they speak so highly of you.
I know how they talk to me, so.
They are so proud of you. They are so happy for you.
That's beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? Me and my father, we talked recently about how you found your newfound religion, and it's just not new, but for y'all who don't know.
I came to God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's so proud of you. You know what I'm saying? He just wants you to know. And my father's a heck of a guy, but
Trying to make a nigga cry again, James.
you know what I'm saying? But he does want you to know that he loves you. He's proud of you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's a working type of man, so he doesn't get to come around and see what we doing. But he does see that you work. He does see everything that you're working on and what's come of it.
Another great sign of strength. Nigga spineless damn near, champ.
Yeah, I mean, no pun intended.
No pun intended. But like dead ass, like literally. You know what I'm saying? He's still working. Like Metro tried to force retire that man like 3 times.
Yeah, bro.
And then he's just like, no, like I'm good. Yeah, fuck on my face. You hear me?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But like, nah, bro, like that means a lot. Cause like I said in the gratitude post, bro, like the benefits and rewards that I get from Allah, like even though they may be minor, minuscule in some people's eyes, they mean the world to me. You know what I'm saying? The fact that like I was actually able to submit, because that's really what it was. Like I had no other choice. Like I had no job, I had no girl, and I could tell like I was becoming a nuisance to my friends. So I distanced myself.
I feel like sometimes it's
needed. Yeah. You don't have to explain. It's needed. And so like, and the fact that I was self-aware enough of that is just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, what do I have left? And I was looking in the mirror, my nigga, and all I saw was me and a kufi. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, what you wearing that for, champ? It was a prayer hat. So it's just like, and low key, it was coming up for one of the times of prayer. So like, I got down. I did what do. And I started feeling better. This is after me and Charles had a very, 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 very vicious heart-to-heart after one of our nights out on the town. Omatic was knocked the fuck out on Charles' couch.
Shout out to Omatic.
That's my nigga, man.
Shout out to Charles.
Shout out to Charles. That's also the best CEO in the game, champ.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
you know what I'm saying? If you tired of your CEO dancing in your videos, all up in the mic, nigga, come to death row, champ. You know what I'm saying? Charles the GOAT. Nigga got braids, straight backs right now, champ. Fuck with me. My man,
Hey,
cuz.
yo.
He's the man, bro. Nigga went to New York, showed up for his man recording that day. That's a little different. He didn't have to come right back. You know what I'm saying? He's here. He didn't have to come back. My man is here.
Charles, you want to make a cameo?
No. Nah, he good.
Nah,
he chilling. He didn't say a word. You know what I'm saying? That's my man though. But like me and Charles had a good heart to heart, like vicious heart to heart that night, and it was like that's why I was talking about crashing out. Like I actually expressed to Charles like I gave him a game plan how I planned on crashing out, and he was just like, bro, like that's not what we need right now. Like you know what I'm saying? Then like he started listening to me everything else that was going good in my life, and I was just like, kill you right. Like I'm going through all this dumbass shit. I'm thinking about all this dumbass shit. But like I'm being blessed at the end of the day. And so like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so woke up, you know what I'm saying, next day randomly made it in time for like the Dahl prayer, which is like midday prayer, you know what I'm saying? And I prayed by myself for the first time in my house. And I felt amazing. And I cried for the first time to Allah. And
that was beautiful.
It felt amazing too.
Yeah.
I felt light as shit afterwards. I actually get to talk to him, you know what I'm saying? Like, actually talking. Like how I'm talking right now, like it's how I was talking on the prayer mat. Yeah, I take a little bit. And so, you know what I'm saying? So, like ever since then, it's just like, oh yeah, this is vicious. And then like going to the masjid, and praying there with my brothers on Friday when I get a Friday off, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, I don't know, bro. Like, Islam is perfect. I'm not, as we can see. Like, I'm on camera drinking right now, but also bigging up Allah. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I can't brag about Allah because I let him down all the time. You know what I'm saying? He's never let me down, so.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it took me to submit to realize that. And the fact that I was able to submit and see the signs and do what I needed to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's vicious. And like, I'm just grateful, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why I named the joint Gratitude. I was looking for a foundation, and one of my other jokes found that with Islam. You know what I'm saying? Found gratitude with Islam. Because humans are the most ungrateful beings.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. But it's the truth, though.
No, it is.
And I would never, I took everything in my life for granted. And Allah took everything I took for granted away from me. And he was just like, you either pull up on me or you keep playing with the shaitan. Which is the
For
devil.
those who don't know.
Which is the devil.
There
you
we
know
go.
what I'm saying? Like, you keep playing with the shaitan. And I was just like, I think I'm gonna fuck with you. Cause fucking with him ain't work too much. Like, it didn't work at all. Like, it got me here. And so I was just like, yeah, if you'll have me, I'd love to pull up. And he's the most graceful. He's the most merciful, the most beneficial. You know what I'm saying? The most graceful, the most gracious. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has the most beautiful names, and there's 99 of them. So it's just like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Allah, he vicious. And like Molly said it on our podcast, bro, like, God is cool. And he, like, having a relationship with God is really cool, bro. Like, knowing yourself is cool. Like, however you worship, like, I'm not saying you gotta be a Muslim. I'm not saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, however you actually get a connection with God or the universe, however you make, I think that's paganism and all that other shit. But, like, that's just my personal view on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think there's only one, like, I gave an oath to there being one God and his last messenger being Muhammad, peace be upon him. But, you know what I'm saying? But if you believe that there is just God and, like, all that, like, however you worship, then yeah, change. Like, that relationship is vicious and it's needed. Like, humans need belief or hope or like worship in order for us to feel whole.
Absolutely.
Like, we actually need it. And it's written in the Quran. And like, I heard it before, I didn't believe it, but it's just like, and then I thought back on my life and I'm like, no, so I'm like, there's no way, like, we could have got rich 2, 3, 4 years ago, didn't matter. Like, if I didn't have Allah in my life, I would have crashed out with it.
Self-destruction.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like, the fact that I got Allah now and, like, in my life, and, like, if we get blessed with this, like, all right, bet. Like, I know what to do with my bread now. Even now, I know what to do. Like, I could have went out last week. We was supposed to go out, all that shit at the nightclub. And like, I went home.
Yeah. Yeah. You ain't miss much.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't have FOMO anymore.
Yeah.
Like, the fear of missing out. Like, all that shit. Like I'm good at being at home, bro. Like, being by myself. Like, I'll be on YouTube watching God knows what. But I'm happy as shit in the house by myself watching YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really content, bro. Like, I'm good. Like, I have no qualms. I might miss a couple people and shit like that, but other than that, like, pray for them and keep it moving.
So, just with everything that's being said, and there's so much that hasn't been said, and I pray we get another shot at this. I'm praying.
That's not a... You I'm about to say, talk
to producers and, you know what I'm saying, CEOs and shit. I'm hoping we get another shot at this.
In the back.
Because there's so much, don't hide, nigga. And there's so much that we didn't unpack. But just because we approaching the closing. So 2022, right? What do you want out of this year? For yourself, for the podcast, for us, out of life, like what do you want? What's driving you this year?
I take everything a day at a time, champ.
I love it.
Dead ass.
Because that's all we get.
Yeah,
that's
you
all
know
we
what I'm
get.
saying? Like,
Absolutely.
Allah allows us to breathe every breath that we breathe.
Yeah.
Like, Allah's allowing this podcast to happen right now. Like, God is in everything, bro. Like, and the fact that He allows me to wake up every day, alhamdulillah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I start my day with that. You know what I'm saying? I start my day in the name of God, bro. Like, Bismillah. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm happy with that. But Ramadan around the corner. That's what I'm excited for. I'm getting ready for Ramadan. That's one of my personal things that I'm getting ready for right now.
Okay.
I have no days to make up. You know what I'm saying? Make some noise for me, champ.
There we go. Goddamn.
Make some noise for me, champ.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? No days to make up this year for Ramadan. I get to witness my man getting married during Ramadan.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Get to witness my man get married during Ramadan.
Absolutely.
Alhamdulillah. So that's another one. And 200. Looking forward to the 200. And everything that the 200 bring, bro. Like, that's really it for real. Like, that's where I'm at with it. Ramadan, wedding, 200. And I'm good. Because we about to go on break. Well, we already on break. But yeah, like, after that, I'm good. Personal shit, stuff of the law, not shit. But personal goals, I don't know, bro. I just say this shit a day at a time. Like, if I can wake up, go to work, or study my religion, or study something that's beneficial to the business, I'm good. Like, that's all I really be worried about. Business-wise, hey man, we adopted the saying of it's not your time, it's what time? Allah's time, you hear me? So, you know what I'm saying? Inshallah, He blesses us and in the most abundant way, you know? Cause that's all it is, champ. Cause other than that, it's like, we the best podcast, bro. Like, y'all niggas can't talk about politics the way we talk about politics. Y'all can't talk about sports the way we talk about sports. You can't talk about nothing the way we talk about anything. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all slow.
So with the 200 coming up, what do you want people to know?
I feel like I just said it, but we're the world's greatest motherfucking podcast. Or the greatest motherfucking podcast in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really gotta say too much. I put Nori on Japanese whiskey. That's a fact. I was the first nigga you probably know that was drinking Japanese whiskey. Shout
out to the Suntory.
You know what I'm saying? The Suntory, Hibiki, however you want to say it. I was the first nigga that you probably know drinking it. And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ricardo Deshawn, my whole fit Like Ricardo Deshaun, shout out to Plastic Missiles, because this hoodie is Plastic Missiles. Shout out to all the black labels. Shout out to all the black women, because it's Women's History Month.
Yeah, clean that up.
Women's History Month right now.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? I was about to say Black Women's History Month. That was gonna be wild. But at the same time, it's like I'm a black man, so why wouldn't I shout out only the black women?
Points are made.
You know what I'm saying? So, but shout out all the women. You know what I'm saying? There's some good whites out there. Some good milk. Some good milk.
Mook,
Huh?
my brother, I love you.
I'm glad you stopped that.
I had to cut you off.
Yeah.
Son. I had to cut you off. I love you.
I love you too.
I'm proud of you, brother.
Stop it. Make sure you show God all the love and grace that you have in life, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't for God, you would not be here, whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Do not get big two-headed. Leave your pride at the door. You will find your purpose. Swear to God. Wallahi. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey Hussle said, when I lowered my pride, I found purpose. He ain't never lied. And if you leave your ego, you know what I'm saying, drop that shit somewhere to lose that, I guarantee you'll be a way better person. Pride and ego is no need for it in humanity. Because if you have pride and ego, then you're not thinking about any other human.
Damn. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the second installment of the solo episodes of High Codes, the podcast, Road to 200.
They got me crying on this jump.
We shed tears. We had a nice little heart-to-heart. If it's okay with our CEO and our producer and our sound man over here, I would love to do a part two. So many things that we didn't get to touch on that I wish we did.
That's up to them, not up to me.
I'm only here because
It's up to y'all too, because if y'all don't view this jump the way y'all need to view this jump, then I'm not going to do a part two.
I don't get to come back, and I love coming here. Y'all don't see me much.
So I guess it's up to y'all for real. It's up to y'all for real. So if y'all watch this jump the way that KD hope that y'all get to watch this jump, then we get a part two.
There we go.
I ain't even think this interview was gonna need a part two personally. Nah, dead ass. I didn't.
No,
I swear to God I didn't. This nigga James, you gotta relax. Just talking about content. You in your director's mode. What's wrong with you? You okay?
But no, look. We'll see you at the 200 episode.
Nah,
we
for
love
sure.
y'all.
Love y'all.
My name is KD. It's been wonderful. Mook.
My name is Mook, Musa, Christopher, whatever you refer to me. As long as it's one of them three, or you'll definitely get smacked. On my mother.
We'll see you at the 200.